question?
I do have a question.
Thank you.
My question again goes back to the credibility of the film. Several people here have already expressed serious concerns about the credibility of the film. And you've responded by saying, well, it seems like you're attacking Shelley. Maybe you should listen to what the experts say in the film. I have basically here, it's like a deception bingo. I earned bingo countless times of all the interviews in the film. Let's just take the third interview, just Terry Engler, who he's one of these gross,
Adam,
apologists.
Question,
My
please.
question comes from a statement, and plenty of people have had time to speak.
And I've given you a time constraint. You've got
So
30 seconds.
I would like to know how you support, and Kimberly from the grassroots organization is no longer here. My question pertains to precisely those grassroots organizations. Are there any other pro-fracking grassroots organization people here present? Does people who oppose it identify themselves?
That's not a question for the panel, Adam. Please ask a question for the panel now.
So Terry Engler, who facilitated the financial scamming of Chesapeake, who funds this production, right, is also one of these people whose industry, and energy in depth as well, actually holds conferences telling people how to fight back against grassroots activists. It tells people how to make fake documentaries like this.
Unfortunately, this is a speech.
Yes, it is. Officer, please ask Adam and his camera to leave the
How do you support the credibility of the film? How do you support the credibility of a film that is funded by people who attack the activists who are here speaking to you? How do you back up the credibility of the film when the people funding it?
Adam, let me answer your question. I got the question. I can answer it. Adam, I can answer this question.
It's a university.
Thank you.
Adam, I can answer your question, so let me answer it, okay?
Relax.
The question I think you're asking revolves around the credibility of the film and the people in it.
Yeah.
I think what you have to realize is the film was designed to get you to think. Okay? Gasland.
Hey.
I don't mind you laughing. I mean, there are some things. Well, sometimes you have to take it to a level for people to understand. And I think what you have is, you have a film that was designed to basically take the same tact that Gasland took the other way.
So does Energy in Depth give industry presentations on how to spin the media, or does it not do that?
Joe from Energy in Depth, I'll ask you to answer that
Well, I'll
question.
be honest. I haven't been to any of them. If they do exist. I don't know about them. But I couldn't ask you the same thing about what is it? Earth First, whatever that is, or organizations people who like yourself, a college kid. I'm gonna what are you, a grad student? I'm gonna assume by the look of you. Whatever it is, I don't really care. But so people who strap themselves to trees and block hydraulic fracturing jobs, and then to purposely hurt themselves to blame it on the industry. What about that? Don't you guys do things like that too?
Listen, I think...
I'm just saying, you could say stuff to us, but you can say the same to people like you.
Okay, Adam,
That's all I'm
saying.
saying. That's not true?
Let me say something.
Okay.
You didn't answer my question.
I answered your question. I don't have an answer for your question because I've never been to one. I've never heard of them being existing.
The answer is
I haven't been to
they do hold those conferences.
So why are you asking the question?
Listen, please. All right. These people came here to answer questions. I'm asking them to ask them a question. Okay.
Have I not?
Just a second, okay? I'm not pro-fracking. I'm not anti-fracking. I'm here to protect the college. This program, this school is reserved for these people to answer questions.
I belong to the college.
I just won't finish. All right? Everybody's going to get their time, okay? I don't care.
So I don't want to take any of yours.
Thank you.
I don't care. All right? These people are... Yes, I can. It's on the college campus. I have the right to do that.
Who's got the next question?
Yeah, thank you. Next question.
This is not a college event. This is an event that is privately reserved for this space. It's not a college event. We have a question from this gentleman.
Did you want my information or anything?
Hi, my name is James Burnett, persona non grata. I'd like to ask you an economics question. Since you've outrun yourselves in Pennsylvania by overproducing, you don't know what to do with this stuff. You're thinking about liquefying it and shipping it off to, I don't know, Houston or China or wherever. Do you think that it's no longer economically feasible to invade New York? Even T. Boone Pickens is pulling out of the gas game.
Can I answer that? Because
I'd like to hear all three.
I've been doing business for 30 years in New York, drilling oil and gas wells, and yeah, I want to continue to do business in New York. So that's my simple answer.
Yeah, you want to continue, but have the prices dropped as a result of the glut of production, overproduction in Pennsylvania? And are they basically going to have to dump the stuff at below cost and thereby undercut your entire industry? That is, have you tripped over your own shoelaces by overproducing in Pennsylvania?
No, I think what we have as an industry is we have a revelation of the actual value of natural gas as an energy source. And what's happening is we're offsetting some of the other energy supplies that are much more expensive. So the continued growth in the use of natural gas will offset some of that, low pricing. You'll get an increase in demand and the price will adjust. It'll basically level out to the point where things are normally economic. And as an industry person, our job is to basically produce it as inexpensively as we can.
I mean, at some point there's a cutoff.
The low price of natural gas has been a great thing for this nation. We are now the lowest energy input to manufacturing in the world. The natural gas selling at $3 an MCF here versus $14 in Asia, $12 in Europe. It's giving us a tremendous competitive advantage in the marketplace right now. Not to mention the savings for everybody that uses natural gas in their heating of their homes. And that's come about because we have developed the technology that has made the largest natural gas reserves in the world now. And as a result of the price being low, the companies have cut back drilling. They are drilling less, producing less. Eventually, supply and demand will come back to balance because we will not be drilling enough wells to replace that, and the price will rise again to the point where it will be more economic. Right now, at $3 an MCF, it is difficult economics, to be sure.
Right, so is it worth coming into New York?
Well, keep in mind that New York State right now imports over 95% of its natural gas needs. So you have a certain balance of economies that you're losing out on right now by having to pay those dollars to jobs that are created in other states. Then look at where New York is going. It's not like the demand is going down. You've got NRG that just announced in Western New York 2 facilities, the one in Fredonia and the other one up in North Tonawanda, that they were talking about mothballing. And there was a great concern expressed about all those lost jobs. And now they're talking about converting those facilities from coal-fired generation for electricity over to natural gas. There's a lot of discussion going on now about what to do with Indian Point. There's a concern about the safety associated with fuel storage and other related issues on nuclear. Where's the discussion going? It's going to natural gas. The answer that is out there right now is if there's going to be additional electricity to supplement the losses here, it's going to come from natural gas. Solar will be a great idea someday. The technology isn't there yet. But the answer to your question is today, what we're dealing with today, natural gas needs are simply going up in the state, not going down. So I agree with everything else.
Energy needs are going up, not necessarily natural gas needs. So what I'm saying is that
unless you're going to burn more coal, the realities are today that you're going to be dealing with natural gas.
We've got 15 minutes and 5 more questions. Buck, is that you?